way upstairs. Williams, he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Williams, the newest Steeler, scores.
God, you love it. I've watched that way too many times since it's happened, Dorin, including a new end zone angle from the reverse look. And that ball was in the air, it felt like, for 48 minutes from Russell Wilson.
What yard line were they on? You remember?
32, I think.
32.
Yeah. Just step back, boop, just throw it straight to the sky. Thing could have brought rain, Dorin.
He was throwing it regardless, even if it was glued coverage. But Mike Williams off the line, touchdown.
Just go make a play.
Yeah.
We've talked about this so many times with Russell Wilson. He just trusts his guys to make plays.
See, that's what I love about a quarterback. And, whenever Pat does get here, and he'll say the same thing. Like, that's one thing about Pat, during our days of playing, like, he was always going to give his receiver a chance. Like, just give me a chance. Throw it in the vicinity and let me go get it.
Yeah.
Like, and Russ has always done that in his career, going all the way back to Seattle. He's always given his receivers chances and never really overthinks it. Like, I'm not going to overthink it. I got a receiver out there that's 6'3.5". We need a win. He's, former first-round pick. Like, I know him, but I haven't played with him. I'm going to tell him what to run, and I'm going to throw my athletic receiver the football. I'm going to throw George the ball. Like, he's going to, whatever route he runs, I'm going to put it in the vicinity. He's going to go get it. Like, I just love that about, most quarterbacks do operate that way, but I just love that about, like, guys like Russ. So just go give that receiver a chance. And then just hope that, he comes down with it in the touchdown. And that's what happened. And you just develop such a confidence and a rapport after a moment like that.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, one little moment like that can just really unravel so many other things. And, like, everybody on the offense has a lot of confidence in Russ, clearly. And even before he got here, or even whenever he did get here, just knowing of what Russ has done. But now, like, if you're a skilled player in the offense, like, you're just like, okay, like, this guy's gonna help me eat.
It makes you probably feel, even if you're not getting the ball, like at some point you're going to get the ball if you just simply do your job.
Yes.
And that hasn't been the case for the last couple of years. Not to disparage anybody, but when Deontay was mad or George Pickens was mad or anybody was mad when they weren't getting the football, it's because they thought they were doing what they were supposed to do and the ball never found them. Well, Russ might miss you a play or two, or he might not see you a play or two, but more often than not, you feel like you do your job, you're going to get the football, or you're at least going to be given a chance to make a play. We went back and forth about that fake punt, right? I think if that ball that Russ throws there on 3rd and 9 falls incomplete, that's something that gets dissected ad nauseum following the game. Why are they taking a shot on 3rd and 9? It's probably their final drive of the game. You got to extend the thing. That's when you're going to have to make plays. Because they're going to try to play the sticks. They think you're keeping the drive alive. They're going to go man coverage on the outside. And Ben used to do that all the time, and it drove some people crazy. Like, Ben's either throwing it short of the sticks on 3rd and long, or on 3rd and short, he'll take a shot deep downfield. That's when you're going to get presented those coverages.
Right.
That's what the great guys do. And so I love that regardless of the result. Go for the win.
That's a great point by you.
Thank you.
Of knowing the, the coverage and Russ knew what he was going to get on 3rd and 9 in that area of the field. He's like, man, I know I'm going to get man coverage. I got a matchup that, I really, really like, and a new guy that I know that can make a play. Let's go. Like,
that's balls.
Football. That's football.
We talk about Mike Tomlin being aggressive. He took the ball against Washington. They ran the fake punt. They're on the field of 4th and 1 at the end of the ball game. Russell Wilson's got that dog in him too, where, okay, I'm taking shots. We haven't seen that in a couple of years. I'm just going to trust it. We did see it with Kenny in fourth quarters when they'd sort of take the handcuffs off a little bit. Okay, I got to go out there and make a play. And to his credit, a lot of the time, why did Kenny Pickett win? Why did the Steelers have a winning record with Kenny Pickett? Because he would, in key moments, do that. Russ will do that 3rd and 9 in the second quarter. He'll do it 3rd and 9 in the third quarter. And I love that about him. And I would pay him. I said either last week or earlier in the week, it might be too early to have that conversation. He's only played 3 games. Plus, we know the Steelers don't negotiate in season. I'm not seeing anything here that's unsustainable from Russell Wilson, because I don't think it was even his best game on Sunday. He just goes out there and plays winning football, and he's a fourth quarter machine. If you told me you could get him today for the Baker Mayfield deal, 3 years, $100 million, or you wait until the end of the season and see where this goes, I think I'm paying him now.
Yes.
Because if he keeps playing this way until the end of the year,
Be 45.
Yep, he's not getting the Baker deal. He's getting the Kirk Cousins deal. 4 years, $180 million. I would break my rule. I would pay him right now. I would pay him, or at least I would offer him, if I'm Omar Khan, $33 million a season for 3 years and make him say no. They're not going to do it. They're not going to break the rule. One of the reasons they have the rule is because they think it creates some sort of schism in the locker room or it causes a distraction. One, I don't think it's going to distract Russ from playing ball.
No, it's not going to distract him, though.
I don't know that it pisses off any of his teammates. I think these guys love Russ. They wanted him to come here. I think he might be like the perfect candidate to break the rule on. Again, only 3 games.
Right, that's where I'm at. Like, I don't know. Like, I know what he's capable of, and I think that everybody else knows what he's capable of, but I just need to see a little bit more.
I get that. That's where I was before. But he's never been hurt until this year, which does matter. Of course that matters. I don't want to pay him $45 million. I mean, I would. Like if they win a playoff game and he keeps playing like this, you're going to have to pay him the $45 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
$50 million a year. That's why I'm doing it now. And that way you can assure you can pay a George Pickens. I know you're shaking your head. It's 3 games.
I'm
for a mid-30s guy.
And also, it takes 2 to tango. Like, Russ is smart enough to know that he would not take that deal right now because he knows he's going to go keep balling. And he knows there's more money out there. Even if he doesn't keep balling and say it's just like mediocre for the rest of the way, he knows that there's a team out there that's going to be desperate and is going to be like, oh, yeah, like, we'll pay Russell Wilson.
Well, let's get into this with Pat when we come back. I think this is the best shot the Steelers have to win a Lombardi trophy. If Russ is here, let's say whatever the money is for the next 3 years after this one, this is their best shot to win. This is probably the best roster they're going to have around him, I think, because you're only paying him $1.2 million.
Yep.